Hello America, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Married at First Sight, season 12, episode It's Cold. Okay, so why did Chris have on those tight pants when he walked in that meeting area with Paige and Pastor Cal? Ryan and Clara, it's really nothing to talk about. Only thing I'm confused about is when she told Pastor Cal, well, I guess she said last week that they had been intimate. And intimacy is a whole bunch of things. So when they had told Pastor Cal that they hadn't done it, I was like, I thought you said that you did do it. But maybe I was just assuming that they had done the do when they had just done other things. Okay. They seem to be okay. Ryan's home is really clean. Now see, this is the thing. This, like, why his shelf leaning like this and he got Tostinos on it? Why? Let me tell you something. The way that them drawers was looking, I would lose my mind. Okay, I'd rather have a messy house. It's one thing to have a messy house and you put stuff away and in the cabinet stuff is clean because you can pick up stuff off the floor. But if you just throwing stuff in your cabinet, it's just too much. But anyway, they're fine. They haven't had any issues. Pastor Cal didn't ask if they talked about finances or anything like he did Brianna and Vincent. But okay, whatever. They're fine. They're wonderful. Eric and Virginia. Eric is still getting on my nerves with this whole, I've lived with someone else, so I can tell you what to do. Or, I've been married before, so I can tell you what to do. Or, she thinks it's a boyfriend-girlfriend type thing. Pastor Cal did bring up a good point about her sleeping over, just her friends' houses. Like, you just can't do that, just in general. Also, you probably shouldn't be getting that drunk where you need to sleep. I'd much rather you just get an Uber or, tell me where you are and I'll get an Uber to you and then we can drive the car back to our place. I don't want you sleeping over people's houses. But she talked about how he wanted her to text him when she got to the bar or wherever, and then he was a little bit upset when she just told him that she was going out with her friends and he wanted her to ask if it was okay. Now he's trying to say that I'm not trying to control her, but it's looking a little controlling to me. I if I do say so myself, it's looking a little, I don't know. And like I said, he has been getting on my nerves. I'm thinking he's also getting on Virginia's nerves with this whole, oh, well, you don't know, I've lived this before. I've done this before. And I swear, if this man say one more time, this is a marriage. I know. It's called Married at First Sight. Married. I know. Okay? This is a marriage. Sir, you believe so heavily in marriage, but you divorced on your second marriage. So, okay. Anyway, Haley and Jacob. Haley has finally admitted to Jacob in the presence of Pastor Cal that the 80s is a really big reason why she is pulling. Not a really big reason. I say really big, but the 80s and his obsession with it is a reason why she's pulling back. I actually kind of liked his neon room. I mean, he could have better displays of his tapes and everything. But that neon, I was like, what? Oh, Haley's town home. Jesus. I was like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's... Girl, I wouldn't want to get that up. What we gonna do? And I actually liked Jacob's home too. I mean, it wasn't like completely decorated, and beautiful and everything, but I liked it. I thought the neon plates were not, it's fine. Like, it's not like too much, but then he be doing the most. But anyway, I feel like did Haley ever apologize for her doing what she did? Because I kind of agree with Jacob when he said, like, you know, as soon as it became a whole like snowball thing of the other men coming down. But that's the thing though, because when you think about it, a courtesy text of, hey, the other husbands are down here, do you want to, and plus, because I was on Reddit and they were talking about Haley discussing it on Unfiltered, and how she said she went to go get Virginia and then Eric wanted to come, and I was like, of course Eric wants to come, because like, why do you want to come? You see two women hanging out and now you want to be a part of it? That's weird to me. It's weird that he needed to come. He didn't need to come. And then she goes to get Clara, and then Ryan is like, oh, well, since Eric is there, I'm gonna come. And I understand him saying, you know, you could have sent a courtesy text to say, yo, they're down here, do you want to come down here? But also, you have to think about it, like, if she didn't want to be around you, then the courtesy text would have been just a courtesy, but not like she didn't want to be around you. So I can understand where she is coming from in that aspect. I can understand where he is coming from. But then, you know, him saying, oh, you got a boyfriend, you might have a boyfriend back home, and her saying how she was just so taken aback by that, and how, you know, this and that. And basically he apologized, and then they, you know, went to go see each other's places. I feel like, you know, I hope she also apologized for the way that things looked, because he did say that, you know, him, her bringing that situation to him brought up stuff in his past, and so he was basically triggered by it. And I do think that she should, I don't know if she did, but I do think that she should have apologized if she did not, for the way that she handled the situation, because he may have said some out of the line things, especially about you saying you got a boyfriend and all of that. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, she tells him, you know, maybe you can ease up on the 80s. Pastor Cal says, you know, what's the obsession with it? He says it was a good time, but now they're gonna work to being a little bit better. But I don't think that they're gonna be better, because I don't think that Haley wants to be with him. I already know who's getting married, and who's staying married and getting a divorce. As usual, I looked at the spoilers, but I didn't need the spoilers, baby. I didn't need the spoilers, baby. You know why I didn't need the spoilers? Because I already knew it was common sense. Anyway, moving on. So Brianna and Vincent, he asked if they're having any issues, and he says he doesn't. Vincent says that Pastor Cal asked if they're having any issues. He says that he doesn't really like the way that she says things, like how she says it. And, you know, Brianna says, well, I don't want to be rude, blah, blah, blah. They go see each other's homes. She's pleasantly surprised that his house is not messy, because she said on the honeymoon she was picking up behind him, and he never said that he didn't like her picking up behind him, so she is going to continue to do that. Then we get into the whole champagne on the floor. I don't know. I can understand where he is coming from, because her saying how Vinny of you is like, oh, you think I'm just like a bumbling idiot and I do stuff stupidly? Like, you know, if you want to read into it, then I could read into it like this. Because why are you saying like, oh, that's a real Vinny move, bro? Like, you try to jump over a pole and you get stuck. Oh, you pulled a Vinny. Like, am I a dummy? Am I stupid? Like, I can understand where he is coming from. I honestly didn't think that he was about to leave. I thought it was a soundbite when he said, I can just go home, and then I see him walking past with a backpack, and I said, oh, he is gonna just go home. And Brianna is like, home? I thought this was our home. I mean, y'all have only been there 2 days. So no, he meant his like house that he's been for a minute. But you know, I think maybe this was what he was talking about when he was saying, you know, he might reach his breaking point and, you know, maybe say the wrong thing. And instead of saying the wrong thing, he acted differently and just left. But I think that this was his breaking point. And she was like, you know, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, and I wasn't trying to call you an idiot, and I would never call you an idiot, and blah, blah, blah. And that's all well and good and all, but like, he said, have I ever disrespected you? And she said no. And she said, I don't feel like I've disrespected you. But that's not, who cares? Kind of, sorry. Like, it don't matter if you feel as though you've disrespected him. He feels as though you've disrespected him. So, you know, that's the whole thing. You got this man, and the man be like, yo, I don't like this because of X, Y, and Z, and you just have to, not man, partner, I don't like this because of X, Y, and Z, and you be like, man, it's fine. I sleep on my friends' couches all the time. Well, no, I'm not comfortable with you doing that. You see, I'm not comfortable. So you have to not do it. So yeah. Anyway, you know, I compared, you know, first of all, he walked in there, Chris walked in there with them tight pants on, and you were still attracted to him. I do have a lot of things to say. Paige talking about how she felt obligated to, and I'm not going to deny that she did feel obligated. I'm not going to deny her statement because, you know, especially what his father said about just, you know, hopping on it and being there for him. So I can understand why she might have said that statement. But, so I don't have a problem with that. They weren't protected. Okay, like, don't you just love when your train of thought is cut off and you got something to do and you want to do everything in a timely fashion, but you can't. I can't remember what I was saying before I was cut off, but Paige got on my nerves when she was like, and it wasn't even him having a baby, because, you know, I've been with men who have had children. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And I said, that's it. Okay, I'm done. Okay, you're true to this, then I don't need I'm what? Like, what does that mean? Anyway, Chris come in with them tight ass pants on. Those pants. Not with him having stuff in his pockets. I said hippie. He looking like an ant. He got that ant body from the waist down. He got them, he got them hips, okay? Anyway, Chris comes in there. I done lost all of my momentum. Chris comes in there and Chris is like, hey, what's up? Chris come in there with that face on like a little kid, smart, like a kid who know he in trouble. He says that he didn't want to have sex with Paige. Paige is the one who wanted to have sex with him, but he won't get into that. That's basically what he alluded to without saying it. And he says that, you know, he doesn't want another man raising his child. He says that he thinks that it's just the best thing for him to get a divorce. I forgot to talk about the phone call of Paige saying, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You're done? Are you done? Because when Pastor Cal said, do you want to get a divorce? Because clearly he wants to get a divorce. Do you want to get a divorce? I mean, that's what it gotta be. What do you mean that's what it gotta be? Why are you not saying I want to get a divorce? Why was she saying he didn't even give it a chance? What do you mean a chance? What? He went to Chicago. Don't his ex live in Chicago? And you were just like okay with him going to Chicago to do what? To do what? Why didn't you ask to go to Chicago too? To do what? Like, it's so weird to me. Then he whispering in her ear like we on the playground talking about after Pastor Cal leaves. Talking about, I think I might fall in love with you. I'm scared of falling in love with you. And she's sitting up there smiling. What are you smiling for? Why are you smiling? Why? Now she confused because, you know, she thought it was just going to be a cut and dry thing. But it's not a cut and dry thing. Because he obviously, you know, still has feelings for her. And she has feelings for him. And blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, girl, and she looking at him. He gets his suitcases out of her car. And then he leaves. And she just staring back at him. And it's just like, where's her family? Where's her friends? Where's somebody to say, girl, what are you doing? You don't even know this man. Like, you don't know this man. This is not an ex. This is not somebody you've known for even a month. So why do you feel such a strong connection to him? You don't know him. You do not know him. You get it? You don't know him. So you talking about, oh, I'm confused. And then next week, them all three sitting down. Why? Oh, and then when Pastor Cal said, you know, Paige is a great woman. She's a ride or die. And he said, yeah, my fiance is a great woman too. He's bringing up his fiance as he's talking, as someone is telling him how great you are. And you think all of this is just great and normal and handy dandy, and it's not. Anyway, I don't get it. Like, for real? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. And I'm very confused. I'm absolutely very confused. But I'm done. I have things to do in a very short amount of time to do them. So if you like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or visit my website. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.